opportunity to reflect on the potential of Botswana's agriculture sector.
As is already evident from the agricultural programs rolled out by my government, we are committed to invest more in agriculture in the quest to grow and diversify Botswana's economy and enrich Botswana. Thus, when I received the invitation to come and open this year's Ghanzi District Show, which occupies a special place in Botswana's calendar for its sustained longevity, I felt greatly humbled and truly honored. This is the 50th anniversary. What are the 10 years? You get that 50 years. Harimo Pitongo. Harimo Pito. Reja 50 years. What show you 1974 to now is no small feat. Some of you are not even born when this started. And yes, it started very low key, very small, but with people who had a vision. But in all previous annual sessions of the show, it has succeeded in producing a conducive environment for farmers, the business community and individuals, while creating employment opportunities in the transportation sector, catering services, hospitality, artworks, creatives and performances, not only for the people of Ghanzi, but also for other places from outside the district. The Ghanzi District Agricultural Show has therefore positively impacted the growth of gainful farming, not just in Ghanzi, but throughout Botswana. This is evidenced by the achievements of some Ghanzi farmers whose exhibited animals have previously excelled here and went on to win championships at the National Agricultural Show. Consequently, many have been inspired into the venture of farming, while some have grown from being small subsistence farmers to become big commercial farmers. Our farming stalwarts include the likes of Mr. Dikamp Hendricks, Mr. Joseph Bimbo, Mr. Kajiova, just to mention a few. And most significantly, Mr. Rudy Lemke, who made our country and Africa proud in the global space when his cow emerged the global champion as the best cow on show at the World Miss Asia Cattle Show in Texas, United States of America, Houston, last year. And I was there in a good day. I just promised the show chairman that I will take him next year when we go to the Houston show. Show ground their private sector is a video national go America. Ladies and gentlemen, in the light of the foregoing, it is befitting for us to be gathered here today to mark and jubilantly celebrate the achievements we have realized over the years amidst challenges and difficulties such as poor rains, prolonged drought periods, poor pastures, soaring temperatures, and other climate-related challenges. However, allow me to take this opportunity to implore all of you here not to rest on your laurels and allow the successes of the past to derail you from utilizing this opportunity to inquire about the unique attributes of more meaningful information from service providers of various standings, such as government departments, parastatals, and private companies that are exhibiting here today. Remember, you are only as good as your last achievement. You are only as good as your last achievement. So Lonaba Karata, you are only as good as your last dance. So Haliwela must say Jimona. Pika. Because you're only as good as your last achievement. That goes for all of us. It goes for all of us. Whatever you last did, the next you do must be better. And that's how we grow. That is how we gravitate towards Vision 2036. That's how we realize high income status. How kwa metsi a phepa e rotso wa go na khoberegile a di kodintwa. That's why re tsentse wa ke gompieko e tsentse mathataganyane mo shong ya Ghanzi e be le ha metsi maha a mo dibotolonyane. As I stated earlier on, agriculture is a primary sector that touches the lives of very many Botswana. Thus, investing in it remains a top priority of my government in order to improve and uplift the livelihoods of most Botswana.
Jaanong ga se ditshupo hela tsa go bona diruiwa tse dintle tse di leng teng hano jaanong di hetogile di tswakane setse e le gore ke helo la bojanala jo e leng gore jaaka re tahano ra bo re tsile go tla go itusa bodutu re tisa tsone tsa bojanala mo kgaolong ye ya Ghanzi. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be here with you this morning at the occasion marking the 50th Ghanzi Agricultural Show. My role in brief will just be to provide a broad overview of the agricultural sector in Botswana. First, let me underscore and make an appeal to the Ghanzi Farmers Association, an appeal which I am repeating to you, that as Ghanzi Farmers Association, please reconsider your stance and rejoin the Botswana National Beef Union as an apex body for all cattle producers in the country. I urge you in this call because we must speak with one voice in a coordinated manner, and through this we will be able to influence government policies that are geared towards improving the landscape for your continued success. We are stronger together. We are stronger together. Please reconsider this. As government, ladies and gentlemen, we want to re-establish farming as one of the mainstays of the economy. The productivity levels are very low, which means that our production per unit is very low. Statistics shows low birth rates of less than 50% in the productive animals annually. High mortalities of more than 10% are also recorded. Low offtake rates for both cattle and small stock alike. The same trend is shown in the dairy sector, where less than 50% of cows are in milk. This needs a turnaround. We must ensure that all the time adequate skills in our farming practices, we adopt good management practices that can enhance the productivity levels. Low ratios of males to females, diseases and pests, and nutrition. As government, we have responded by providing opportunities for farmer training through various rural training centers at subsidized costs, so that we are all in the know as to how we can control diseases of economic importance. I want to urge you to take time and attend to these courses in large numbers. Farmers themselves and your farm hand. Utilize this government assistance in the control of pests and diseases, and we will continue to provide to you as farmers, as the government of Botswana. We are currently faced, ladies and gentlemen, with one of the worst droughts that Botswana has ever experienced. This will have devastating effects on the livestock across the country. Let us look at disposing of some of our animals, cull and sell, while they are still in good conditions, so that we may take care of the remaining few for the future, instead of them dying off through drought. To improve access to production areas across the country, a task team has been formed to review the existing roads that leads to different farming areas, including fire breaks for proper coordination and fighting veld fires. This we are doing in partnership with the Ministry of Environment, together with the Ministry of Public Works, so that we may be able to access our farms easily, access the market easily, and also control the raging fires. Of particular reference, the road that leads to the Okwa, Kwana, and Swatsa cattle post is one of such roads that have been earmarked for upgrade for ease of access to the farming areas. Director of Ceremonies, notable progress has been made in upgrading the Ramatlabama from being a cattle artificial insemination center to an all-round national assisted reproductive laboratory. A robust drive to build capacity in the areas of human resource is also ongoing. Facilities upgrades and the equipment upgrades to ensure a state-of-the-art facility is currently ongoing in Ramatlaba. As you all know, since we brought bulls from Texas, just as a teaser, 20 of those bulls have been trained, and we have started tapping semen and making straws. In a space of 3 weeks, 20 bulls have been tapped, and we have produced 15,218 semen straws from those bulls, and the numbers are going up. Soon these straws will be made available for Botswana to benefit from at a cheaper price than they would buy for themselves or import for themselves across the Atlantic. The ministry continues to provide services to private farmers through static artificial insemination service, conducting bull testing, private semen tapping at a subsidized price. This is not adequate, and we are providing opportunity for the private sector to also participate in the provision of such services. If you plow through the Tuole Toto program, you will find therein packages that talks to private individuals to provide extension services, an array of extension services, and also semen production, stud animal production, you name it. 30 packages have been availed to you, small-scale farmer to large-scale farmers. Let us make use of this program to improve on our quality so that we attain our goals of a higher income economy by 2036 and ramping up the numbers of our animals in 5 years to over 4 million as set out in our Tuo Letotlo program in terms of our cattle, in terms of our goats and sheep and other such animals that we can rear in our farms, including even fish in our farms, dogs, even rabbits, you name it. The opportunity are available for all of us.
These initiatives have shown a great positive impact on the lives of Ghanzi community. They are part of our modern farming, both arable and pastoral farming. We have quality breed of cattle. No one should be left behind. We insist on active participation by both men and women. And as leadership, we recommend for cropping plan, we recommend for orchards, we recommend for business mentorship, we recommend for Stock Theft Act to be revisited to aim for increasing the sentences for those who are accused. Gender-based violence is on the rise, drugs and substance abuse is skyrocketing, and all social ills are interfering and disturbing our plans. Mental health is also disturbing. There is no health without mental health. Let us put mental health on the top of our national agenda. Mental health should be a priority. Mental health is everyone's business. We applaud you, Your Excellency, for having played a bigger role in bringing in the mindset change model as a difference maker. And we applaud and welcome your efforts. Your Excellency, we applaud you for visiting Switzerland, being at the Appenzell Canton, being the first president to visit Switzerland. And it was Switzerland where you explained well that the quota system is crucial and remains a summit of democracy as a traditional Congress, place of tolerance, collective decision-making, freedom of speech, and freedom of assembly. And your state visits, Your Excellency, are a highlight of visionary leadership, strengthening and intensifying on diplomatic relations, hence good governance for a man on a mission. So many ululations to you, Your Excellency, Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi. We welcome your efforts for addressing the German business community in Berlin and also the inauguration of digitalization in Korea. You attended the Saka conference together with the Diamond Facet conference. We applaud you. The Legitimate Center for Development and Entrepreneurship in New York City, Massachusetts, Boston, together with the Business Africa Summit in Dallas, USA. You participated in the Las Vegas Diamond Fair. You participated in the Africa Vaccine Sovereignty and Innovation Accelerator Program, or the Summit Conference. And you visited the Bahamas University. You also participated in the African Heroes Park at Havana in Cuba, and also visiting Botswana living in the diaspora of New York. Many ululations to you, and we welcome your efforts on Trans-Kalahari Corridor or the regional integration. You also participated in the Water Conference on SDG 6 in New York City for the sake of water provision, quality water discussions. We applaud you for participating. As I go towards my speech, you participated in the United Arab Emirates for Africa Climate Mobility Program, together with the Kusi Idea Festival of 2023. Your Excellency, you also participated in the Swakopmund Show, and we applaud you for the Tacoban 9 tripartite project of Botswana, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. And these diplomatic relations have impact on every sector of our economy as Botswana. Accreditation is the key. Your Excellency, you have what it takes to transform this country. Thank you, Your Excellency, for promoting our culture, our customs, our norms, our practices, our traditions. For example, when you initiated or put into action Hikalangwanyana. Dilo makwati di kwatabola moho babangwe. We are indeed excelling, and the nation context in arable and pastoral farming is inspirational and admirable for us to reach Vision 2036 Remulomo. Yes, we can make it. The journey continues and the deliverables continue. Change your mindset and be the best version of yourself. Mindset change calls for self-mastery, self-realization, self-discovery, self-actualization, and self-worthy. Who are you? Two minutes. Women must show up to be the backbone of agriculture. Women must show up on plowing, weeding, harvesting, and selling produce around the country. Mosadi ke tharia seshaba. Mosadi tshene o jewa mabogo. Ha o le mme o tshwara thipa ka ha bogaleng. Ha o le mme tlamela leiso. Mosadi ke galasi. Mosadi mosadi. Re wepile mosele re Mackenzie. Re wepile mosele mo Ghanzi mo my last words. From 1974, we pray together as Ghanzi community for a centenary, 100 years. Our Lord is good all the time.
Many of us here may have a contrasting picture of how the Ghanzi show was 50 years ago when it started. And the reality of it is that it was almost always a harsh experience, walking livestock on bad roads, in the dark and in bad weather, to have them penned for show and sale, to be followed by a long day waiting around, hoping for a good price, and often having to walk the stock home again. This event was created to provide a platform for farmers to create linkages with various stakeholders in the agricultural industry, including the private sector, government, and many different development partners. It also offers a platform to promote agricultural entrepreneurship and trade by showcasing new technologies, opportunities, and skills. We are proud to say the Ghanzi show continues to go from strength thanks to the support from farmers from far and wide. Cooperative endeavor among like-minded farmers, like the spirit shown 50 years ago, will always be needed in agriculture, and I would like to encourage all farmers to work together, which will ultimately help improve our local economies. Although our event can be seen as a fun week out, which it absolutely is, it is as well an educational one. This show instills a great sense of pride and cohesion for the Ghanzi people. Our theme this year Ghanzi Show at 50, sowing seeds of innovation for agricultural transformation, resonates well with the programs that Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Botswana and his government have come up with in regards to the Temoletoto and Tuoletoto initiatives that require us to rethink our agricultural practices, especially in the face of climate change, to improve the country's strategic grain reserves as well as our head count. Therefore, the Ghanzi Show brings us together in showcasing advanced technologies and nurturing relationships. It is our hope that this event will continue to contribute to the strengthening economic business relations and communication between suppliers and potential customers, demonstrating achievements and new trends in the industry, in the agricultural industry. To my illustrious predecessors, some of whom we honor in memory, to the following men who served as the chairperson of the Ghanzi Show, namely Fanny Lewis, Henry Janke, Fleki van die Merwe, Jack Mosaise, Leon Foster, Keorape Zerali Hika, Stephen Foster, Jack Tamarambe, Tuto Tshweneagai, and Shane Kebadile. Thank you for having brought us this wonderful experience, and I wish to say that you are all examples of the support that has continued to Ghanzi Show having attained its position as the largest agricultural exhibition in Botswana. Mr. President, I remember very well in 2019 when we hosted the late Namibian President, Dr. Hage Geingob, I had asked for this very same show to be considered as a national agri show. So I believe we'll get there someday. As we look forward to the next 50 years, it is my fond hope that our exhibitors and our ever enthusiastic patrons have so far enjoyed the Ghanzi Show by the farming tenacity of the ever hardworking farmers who have brought us here today. I wish to convey a very big thank you to our sponsors, Water Utilities Corporation, Bank Gaborone, Botswana Tourism Organization, Citizen Entrepreneurial Development Agency, Security Systems, Botswana Oil, Botswana Meat Commission, First National Bank Botswana, OC Classic Clean, Ghanzi District Council, and Office of the District Commissioner here in Ghanzi, the Special Economic Zones Authority, Haskins, Ghanzi Invasion, Farmers Source Magazine, Tipsy Guru, and Cresta Hotels. A very big thank you to our sponsors. Let me also take this time to invite our sponsors to supporting a new initiative that we have set before ourselves, that is developing the 57-hectare land that we stand in today. I know most of us just see the 5 or so hectares that we occupy, but this is a very, very big plot that we have here. So Rekalistas Chijoro I ke a go lemoga ibile ke tla go laletsa gore le wena o re rotloetse mo nakong e tlang. In conclusion, I'd like to wish you all a wonderful farming, networking inspired, adventure-filled Ghanzi Show 50th anniversary outing. Happy 50th anniversary Ghanzi Show.
The government of Botswana gave Water Utilities Corporation the mandate to supply potable water and provide wastewater services in Botswana countrywide. At the beginning of NDP 11, about 5 years ago, we had a very serious water crisis in the country, resulting from the underdevelopment of water infrastructure and severe droughts. You then gave the Ministry of Lands and Water Affairs, and by extension, Water Utilities Corporation, an instruction to deliver all the NDP 11 water supply projects without fail. And these were a spillover from previous planning periods.
You gave us an instruction to complete the projects within a stipulated time frame. Hore kamala ezo no tapilore ritimulele inyora mo Botswana ka bophara. Your Excellency, I'm happy to inform you that almost all of the NDP 11 major capital water supply projects have come to practical completion and are currently undergoing commissioning. Our flagship project is NSC 2 and the state-of-the-art Bamashia water treatment plant, and the second largest reservoir that we've built in Gaborone at Forest Hill. The remaining few, which include the Ngqonjane water supply project to Kgalagadi North, Charles Hill and Ghanzi, as well as the Ghanzi water and sanitation upgrade, and the Kanye and Molepolele network reinforcement works, are being done under Transitional National Development Plan. The rest of the downstream network rehabilitation and expansion projects to deal with pervasive water losses, non-revenue water, plot connections, and ensuring that water finally reaches homesteads at the right standard are planned to be done under NDP 12. Janokana network upgrade in totality includes the provision of sustainable solution to deal with the heightened legacy queries on high bills, resulting mainly from inefficiencies in meter reading and water leaks in homesteads. Again, Your Excellency, following your direction, we have expedited the implementation of the smart prepaid metering solution, starting with selected areas in Greater Gaborone area, with a 3-year rollout plan to replace all of the 550,000 meters countrywide. As a matter of fact, the first meter was installed on the 26th July 2024 in Gaborone Block 8, and by March 2025, we plan to have installed 60,000 meters in the Greater Gaborone area. Just like the water supply projects we have delivered under NDP 11, the Smart Prepaid Metering Project is meticulously designed as a center of excellence and a regional benchmark in projects delivery, operational efficiencies, and customer service. It's a very complex solution, but very, very simplistic at user interface level. You can recharge your meter anywhere, in the shops, in the banks, and even in the Chema SMME stores. It is intended to provide the customer with necessary information on their water consumption patterns to empower them to take better accountability of their water use, as well as water credit. And it gives us the capability as well to manage the scarce water resource more sustainably. Your Excellency, our corporate social responsibility is inclined towards agriculture and self-sufficiency in food production, primarily because agriculture is water dependent. And this required a mindset change and a reset of previously conservative policies that preserved water supply for domestic and industrial use to allow for agricultural water supply. We are now allowed to supply water for domestic use in farms, depending on availability of adequacy of water infrastructure in the farm's vicinity. We are also researching cheaper solutions to treat saline borehole water for farm use and provide affordable water testing services for farming communities. As a proud sponsor of the Ghanzi show, for the 3rd time in a row, we would like to leave a legacy and footprint to develop the show and the showgrounds. Last week, we donated a Somara Tuti branded brick and mortar ablution facility at the back of the yard over there that is environmentally friendly and also compliant. We'll be exploring other opportunities in the show, together with the show committee, to grow the show to greater heights. There's no water reticulation. That's a possible area of collaboration that we'll be having conversations with the show committee.
Botswana's journey of transformation is a multifaceted initiative merging different sectors of government and the wider national agenda. We invite you to witness this journey of progress and self-actualization every Thursday night.
Traditional medicine and indigenous knowledge are critical components in informing current research and advancements on conservation, agriculture, and healthcare across the country. Speaking at the launch of Traditional Medicine Project, Minister of Trade and Industry, Mr. Musi Khafela, called on traditional doctors to use intellectual property such as trademarks and packaging to commercialize their traditional medicines, to be able to trade locally and to the international markets for economic growth.
On this occasion,